You know that feeling when plans get canceled and there's that secret little wave of relief? Well, it's not because you're antisocial or anything like that. No, it's way deeper. It's actually about how your brain is wired. So let's get into the psychology of why, for some of us, home is just the best place on earth.
Okay, picture it. It's Friday night, your phone lights up, it's an invite to a party. But then you think about your couch, your favorite snacks, and just blissful quiet. If that second option sounds less like a choice and more like a deep, soul-level calling, then you are absolutely in the right place. Society loves to put things in neat little boxes, right? If you're out all the time, you're fun. If you like staying home, you get slapped with labels like boring, antisocial, maybe even depressed. But psychology tells a completely different story. It says you're not broken, you're not boring, you're just wired differently. So if it's not some kind of character flaw, then what is it? Well, the answer lies in something we can think of as your brain's battery. We're going to talk about a concept called optimal stimulation. And trust me, it's the key to understanding why your personal space feels like a giant power-up.
See, we don't all use the same charger. For an extrovert, a big, bustling crowd is like plugging directly into the wall. All that noise and interaction just supercharges them. But for you, maybe that exact same environment is a massive battery drain, where every little interaction just sips away at your energy.
And this all boils down to something called optimal stimulation theory. Just think of your brain as a super-sensitive microphone. In a really loud room, it just gets overloaded with static and feedback. You function best when you can control the volume, not just because you prefer it, but because you actually need it to think clearly.
I mean, you can probably feel this, can't you? Put yourself in a chaotic, noisy space, and you can almost watch that internal energy bar just plummet into the red. It's exhausting. But when you're back in your own space, with silence and control, that's you plugging yourself in, watching that battery climb right back to 100%.
And this is such a crucial distinction. You are not hiding from the world. You are regulating your system. The world outside can be a total sensory overload. You've got unwanted conversations, small talk, all kinds of random noise. But your home? That's your personal control panel. You get to set the lighting, the sound, the whole vibe.
So choosing an environment where your brain can actually do its best work, that's not weakness, not at all. It's a form of biological intelligence. You're just strategically giving your system what it needs to stop surviving and actually start thriving.
But there's a really important distinction we have to make here. We need to understand the difference between your home being a healthy refuge and it becoming a cage.
So how can you tell the difference? Well, it's a refuge if being there makes you feel safe, creative, and totally recharged. It starts to become a cage, though, if it makes you feel lonely, anxious, and kind of drains your hope. Being honest with yourself about which it is, that's key.
And when you really treat your home like a refuge, something amazing starts to happen. I mean, think about it. When do great ideas show up? It's not usually in the middle of a loud nightclub, right? No, they come to you in those quiet moments, when your brain finally feels safe enough to stop performing and just think.
This really says it all, doesn't it? When you're out in a crowd, you're kind of on. You're performing a version of yourself. But at home, all that pressure just melts away. You can drop the performance and finally, truly be present.
And when you're really present, you start to see that a rich life means something different. It stops being about how many things you do and starts being about how deeply you experience the few things you choose to do. It's a total shift from breadth to depth. So really, it's time to let go of the guilt. It's time to stop worrying about FOMO, that fear of missing out. It's time to embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out, the pure joy of knowing you made the right call for you and your own well-being. See, people who love their solitude aren't missing out on life at all. They're just living it with more depth. Their happiness isn't found in some big, loud, flashy event. It's found in these tiny micro moments. The comfort of your morning coffee routine, the peace of your favorite spot on the couch, and that incredible silence where you can finally hear yourself think.
And here's the real power in all of this. Having an inner world that is so rich, so interesting that you don't need constant outside entertainment, that's not a flaw. In the crazy, hyper-stimulated world we live in today, that is a total flex. That's a genuine strength.
So when we boil this all down, what's the big takeaway? It's really about making a conscious and totally unapologetic choice to protect your own peace.
I mean, let's be real. We live in a world that is screaming for our attention 24/7. In an environment like that, being able to find and actually be content in the quiet, that's not just a nice little skill to have. That's a superpower.
It all comes down to this really simple but powerful equation.
Your internal peace is greater than, and way more important than, anybody else's external validation. You're not boring. You just value your peace more than their approval.
So own it. You're not hiding, you are recharging. You're not rejecting people, you're regulating your energy. If any of this has resonated with you, I want you to make it your mantra. You are choosing peace.